Good morning, everyone. You just caught me putting my earrings in. I can't find the hole. There we go. Sorry about that. Did it at the last minute. That's the right way in. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Sorry about that. Just caught me on the tail end. So, welcome everybody. How are you going? We have more hot weather, which will be probably another storm at the end of the day. That's what it does. It gets hot and then we get a storm. So we've had a few of them and we've been lucky we haven't had any damage, touch wood. So let's hope it stays like that. My name's Suzie and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I live in the Brisbane area. So if you have any products that you wish to buy, I do have a, did it again? You think I'd know by now. I do have a QR code up in the corner that says shop with me. So you can put your camera on that. That way. Jeez, I need to, I think the hot weather's getting to me. You can put your camera onto the QR code and it will take you straight to my shop. So also in the more box below, you'll see it says more. It's my email and my phone number. So if you wish to speak to me, if you have a question or you need to put in an order, you can get a hold of me by going to my mobile or my email. So today is the last day for the 40% off. And I know that a lot of things aren't there. I wanted some dimensionals and there was something else I wanted too, and they're not available. So I had to fill in to get an email when they do come back. So hopefully between now and midnight, they get more stock. Otherwise, it's just going back to the normal price. So today's the last day. So I would say by 11:59, but I'd be asleep by then anyway, is when it changes back to the original price. We also have a virtual card class. So that is $53 for the kit and the Facebook group. And it is my blush or the new one, blush flowers or something. Can't remember exactly what it's called. And I tidied up yesterday, but you wouldn't believe it, honestly. I sat here and I went through everything and tidied up, got a load rid of stuff, sorted stuff out. And I had a little book that has what's happening in Stampin' Up! At the moment. But it seems to have done a disappearing act, which happens frequently on this desk. I'm sure I've got gremlins that come and take it all away from me. So, can't give you any more information on that, sorry. So, we're doing another card today, and it will be a fun fold. Hi Sue, how are you going? Lovely to see you. So we are doing another fun fold today and the rest of this week. So I did play around last night with one. and I just used some odd bits of paper that I had around. So what we'll do is we'll go down to the desk, and I'll show you the card that we will be making today. So just bear with me while I change my camera and check my audio, because for some reason it's knocking my audio off every time. Okay, here we are. So this is the card. So it lies flat like that, that you can put it in an envelope and put those over. And it is called, I thought I wrote it down what it was called. It's a gatefold pop-up card. That's what it is. A gatefold pop-up card. So when you open it up, it sits up like that. Can you see? You had a family get together on the weekend. That's lovely, Sue. It's nice when you have a family get together, isn't it? So I'm using the Petals of Beauty and the dies, so you can see here, just because I think you're amazing. So we've done that. And I haven't put white piece on, but you can put white piece on the back there, so you can write on it, and that gives you quite a bit of space. You can also put another mat on there as well if you want, which I'll probably do on this one, but this was just trial, so I was quite happy the way it turned out. And so it folds flat, and it's 7 by 5. Hi Sis, how you going? Lovely to see you. So you can put a belly band around it, keep it closed, or just some ribbon. And I notice you do have to sort of pull this down a bit when you open it. But it's still quite spectacular, isn't it? So that's what we're making today. And I'll leave that there in case I need to look at it. I'm using the nested essential dies, and I'm using the third one down. So what I've done is I'm using this piece that I cut out on the belly band. Oh, thanks, Jill. You're incognito again, aren't you? So I'm using that one. We'll go through a couple of things that I'm using so that, and then in our new packaging, so I'm using the stamps of Petals of Beauty, and the same as the dies. So the dies here we've got that we can cut out and shadow. And for our flowers, I'm using the Petals of Beauty stamps and dies. And just because, so if you want to stamp it and not cut it out, you can do that. So this is what we're doing today. All right, let's get organised and get this out of the way. Now we know what we're using. And the stamps I'm using is Flirty Flamingo, Early Espresso, Ugh, put my false teeth back in. An old olive. So those are the colours that I'm using today. Now I've cut this out already. So this piece is my belly band. And you're looking at 11.5 inches by an inch. That seems more than an inch. An inch and a half it is. So that's our belly band. Now I've got, this is for the centre of the card. And I've got two pieces of very vanilla. So one's for the back and one's for the front. And this one's for the front. So I'll go through it with you as I'm doing it. So I've got 4 panels, very vanilla, and my pattern paper. I had to sort of play around with that one last night. Some of the sizes weren't. Hi Marlene, how you going? So these are our boxes that fold down. So, and then these, it's pattern paper that goes on the top of it. And my card is Gorgeous Grape. So I've got Gorgeous Grape, Mel Mambo, and then I've put a play of Very Vanilla on it as well. So we've actually got 3 different pattern papers because I actually ran out of that one. So we're going to start with, let's put these away from over to the side. So we're going to start with our card base. So our card base is 7 by 10. It's under arm. So it's great with this extender because it'll go up to 17 inches. So if you're looking for, you know, if you're doing a really big card or something, you're scrapbooking, you can extend it out to 17 inches. So I've already cut the card, so that's 7 by 10. Okay. Now we're going to score it. And we're going to score it at 2.5. Better make sure I've got my scoring blade up there. Quite often I'll have the cutting blade and then I chop it off. So 2.5 inches. And then we're going to go through to the other side at 7.5. So this is our card. So we're going to fold it like that. And then I'm going to run a bone folder over it so that we've got a nice crease in the card. Alright, so that's what we have at the moment. Hi Kim, how you going? Oh, that's okay, Kim, you're never late. And you can always catch the replay, so, you know, don't worry about that. Do you have a nice day with your sister? I enjoyed it when I went down to see my sister in Adelaide. Unfortunately, I still had my foot in a boot, so it sort of put a bit of kibosh on it because I couldn't walk too far. So we've got 4 pieces of fur vanilla and 4 pieces of pattern paper. So they'll go here on the front and on the back inside. Okay, and those pieces are a little bit of paper. So they're 2 1/4 by 7 1/4 for the and then we're going to put our pattern paper on there. Oops, still got me. I was reading the messages then and I still got my end on. It is quite an easy card to do. There really isn't too much in it. But if you want a card to stand out and be special, and this is one of them that you can do. There's quite a few cards that are fun folds and they've just got that wow factor. So we're going to put our pieces on here to start off with. So on the weekend, on Saturday, I went to a Stampin' Up card class thing that they've been running. So it was at Burpengary. And I actually just missed out on the first one. I didn't get it in on time. But this one I did, so I went there and met some lovely people that make cards too. There's quite a few close to my heart girls there. So, and I met a lovely lady called Julia Quinn, and she holds classes up on the Sunshine Coast. And when I came in, she asked me if I must have looked a bit overwhelmed. And she said to me, "Do you know anybody here?" And I said, "No." So she put me with one of her ladies, which are in her group or team. So, and her name was Heather. She was lovely, and the other lady on the table with us was Ruth. And Ruth was doing some lovely card making. She actually made these while we were sitting there, and she gave everybody in the class one, and there must have been about 40 people. So she did that, which I thought was really nice, because I was watching her making these little envelopes and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And that's what she did with them. Wasn't that lovely? So, and when I met Heather, we're going to put these now on the inside. When I met Heather, the lady that is in Julia's team, And she looked at my, because we had to have a name tag. She looked at my name tag and she said, "Is that for Suzie Dee? Suzie Dee?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, Steve said to say hello to you," which was one of the guys that I did photography with quite a while ago. And he's actually in Julia's team. And Julia said to me as well, "Do you know Steve?" So I guess if we're getting a report, lovely guy, real sort of old-fashioned gentleman. No, I'm not sure. He's older than me, but I wouldn't know about what. But and I think he has cancer. I've never actually met his wife, Carol, but they tell me she's lovely too. So that was interesting. And so I thought, well, she's only at Nambour on the Sunshine Coast, which is probably about 3/4 of an hour for me travelling. And it was nice to, which is me up. These go up and down. But I'm trying to get the big flower here all the one way. So I thought, well, next year when she goes back doing her classes, I will go and do some classes with her. It'd be nice to meet some people too that do the who do the same as us, like-minded people, I should say. Oh yes, Marlene, certainly. When I thought, oh, here it is. So it sits out, and it's called a gatefold pop-up card. So you got 3 boxes, and you push it down like that, and it closes up. You can put a belly band on it, or you can just tie some ribbon, or just put a book on it so that it stays flat. But I have noticed when you open it up, you have to actually pull the little boxes down for them to stand up. So see, they're hollow. See, they're hollow. And you can do a lot with this actual card. I just use basics too on the inside, because if you get too much around, it's going to make it thicker and it's not going to fold properly. So that's what we're making. I'll put this one. It is quite an easy card, really. It looks a bit sort of that there's a lot to do with it. So the actual card itself is 7 inches by 10 inches. So make sure too that you don't block your folds. That one's a little bit out. So that's the card itself before we put, oh thank you Marlene, before we put anything on it. So I cut out 2 pieces of very vanilla. 4 by 8.5, one for the back. I'm going to stamp on this one because I don't think putting a white piece on there will do it any justice, sort of thing. So I'm going to put this one fit in the middle here, like that, and then this one will go on there. This is nice bright paper, isn't it? Yeah, so I had a lovely day. I'm not a chatty person when I first meet people. I sort of stand back and observe. So a lot of people think I'm a snob doing that, but it's not that I'm being rude or anything. It's just that I'm not an extrovert. So for me to walk in there by myself was a really big deal. I even thought of not going because I didn't know anybody. But I pushed myself to go, and I was glad I did. Sometimes it's a bit scary when you don't know anybody there. There we go. So what they're doing is they're trialing, just let me have a mouthful of coffee. My mouth's getting dry. So they're trialing these classes. I might as well stick this one on while I'm at it. All over Australia, sort of. They want to do it all over the world. So they want these classes. I think it was $12, something like that. It wasn't expensive. And what they're doing is they want us to do a survey on how we found it. And then from the results they get of the surveys, they will decide whether they'll do it all around the world. So we're sort of a trial base. Yeah, Kim. I admire people who are out there, like Julia. She's just a little pocket rocket, and she was one of the people that were there to organise the day. So this is going to be my piece that goes over the belly band. So we'll put that here with our belly band. So I've done some prep work. So that's our card. That's finished now. Oh well, as far as that goes. So now we've got our little boxes, and we've got to score these little boxes. So the first one I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Oops, let's get our scoring blade up. So 1/2 inch. One and a quarter. So then I want 7 1/4. So I'll put my little arm out again. So 7, 7 1/4. And then 8. So that's that one done. The second one, which is this one, is 1/2 inch. One 1/4. So I'm going back this way on my trimmer. And then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do 1/2 inch there and 1 1/4 inches there. So that's our second one. Now we've got our third one. So we're going to do the same. We're going to do it at 1/2 inch. And then 1 1/4. So turn it around, 1/2 inch. Hi Sarah, how are you going? I'm good, and yourself? Hope you are well. Lovely to see you. Okay, so there's our pieces. Let's take this away. I'll show you the card we're making, Sarah. So this is our card for today. It's called a gatefold pop-up card. You could, if you wanted, put something across here. Piece of paper, you know, to cover that up. And it squashes down, folds over like that. Then you can put a belly band or some ribbon around it to hold it in place. Okay, so we're going to take our pieces and we're going to fold them on the score lines, so they're all mounting folds. Give them a nice crease. So it was very interesting going to that card class. There was a lot of close to my heart people that have come over to Stampin' Up, and boy are they organised. They all have little cases. They must be made special because it held all their craft stuff. And they came in with heaps of stuff. And me, like a dill, didn't read the email properly. And when I went, apparently you had to take a project to work on. They gave us 2 little cards to do, but that wasn't enough to keep me going all day. And Julia came to my rescue. She had a kit there, so I did some of hers for her, which was good because then I didn't feel like I was singling out, not having anything to do. So the next one that comes up, I'll know exactly what to do. Oh, that's fantastic, Sarah. Yes, the more the better. Actually, I noticed my amount has gone up. I think it's, is it 154 or 5? I can't remember. So, and these are a couple of the ladies that I was with at the craft class too. We're going to go in and look at my channel. So let's hope. I can see this one is, I mustn't have cut it to size. So let's see what we wanted. So we want 4 by 8.5, is it? Four by 6.25. So I don't want it at 4 anyway, because that would make it right to the edge, and I don't want that. So what's 4.25? No, so I want to do it for 4.25 of 4 7/8. Yeah. I have my little cheat sheet here with the fractions on. I did put it on my page if anybody wants it. It's fantastic. I want to try and get 500 people by the end of December. Six and a half. Okay. So if anybody has friends that they want to give our channel out, I'd be more than happy to have them join our little group. So there's that first one. If you're wondering why I changed the colour from this one, it's because I ran out of this paper. I didn't do too good on the measuring on this one, unless I picked up the wrong one. So this one should be 3, yeah. 3 by 4. Just a fraction off. I haven't got any more of this paper, so I can't afford to make a mistake. So the ladies overseas, your Christmas cards should be arriving shortly. So I posted them at the same time as I posted Kim's birthday card. And Kim got the birthday card and no Christmas card. So I guess because it's Christmas cards that come in later, I don't know. So there's that one. So this one is 2. By 1 3/4. 1 3/4. I had trouble with this one last time. Just a fraction. I noticed some of the sizes weren't correct. Just a little bit more. Okay, that should be a goer now. Hi, Tanya. I know that feeling, Kim. I did have one, you know, and I've got a feeling because I never used it, I chucked it. So that's all three of those done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our large piece. Hi Lynn, how you doing? I'm good. You'll be posting your overseas one today? Yeah, I'm going to be posting my local one shortly. Now, turn tape. Put our card there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the turn tape on here and on here. So across there and across here. When I did the mock-up, I only did one lot of turn tape. I think I'll do two. Can get away with one. Tanya, how's your hubby going? Then we were both thinking the same thing. He's still in hospital. Oh yeah, 2 hour journey by car, jeez. Oh, I tell you what, I used to live 3 hours away from Brisbane, and when I had an operation and I went home the next day, you saw every bump in the road and it is painful. So I can understand them wanting phone to be pain-free as possible. So we're going to fold one part over like this. Take a big tool. Take it off. Take the second piece off. Oh. If you've got any bits like this hanging over, just fold them back over onto the other glue. Yeah. or it would be, Tanya. I'm glad they got it and everything's okay. They'll keep an eye on him too. So we're going to fold this piece over, right, like that. And we're going to put it along the bottom here. So get it in the middle as you can. And then run it right on the end of your card. So it's looking like that. Okay. Now this one we're going to fold over and we're going to push that flat, so that is going to sit at the top of this box. So now we'll take the turn tape off here. It must be a relief for you, Tanya, to know that everything has come out great for your husband. So again, if you have any little bits, just put them back over. So we're going to lie this flat. Put both of them down here like that. So there's our first box. So that's our first one. So now we're going to take the second one and we're going to do the same again. So we're going to put tearing tape on both of these ends. Okay. If you're putting two strips on, don't go over your fold line. Oh, it sticks to your fingers, this. That's smooth. Now I'm going to take this off, so I'm going to pull the paper off. Come on. So once again, we're going to fold this edge down like that. Fold those in, those little bits that's sticking over. Yeah, that goes for all of us, Lynn, what Lynn says, yeah. This one we're going to put on our crease line here. So where it folds, we're going to run it along there. Once again, trying to get it sort of in the middle as you can. We're just going to put it on that. Crease line. And we're going to take the second lot off. Now fold it at your second score line. So fold that over, lie it flat, and put it down like that. So there's your second box. Alright, our last box, exactly the same. We're going to put our tearing tape here on each side. Being a small one, I'm just going to put one on each side. Will you go in and pick him up, Tanya, when he's ready to come home? Okay, so the same again. I'm going to fold this bottom one, just one fold. And then I'm going to put this on just for this crease line here and try and get it even. And press that down. And take the tape off the other end. It's quite an easy card to do. Fold this on the second line, so it's like that. Lie it flat and put it down. So there is your card. See, you can see you can put your fingers in them and it will fold flat to post if you're posting it. And that closes up like that. So that is the actual card. So now we can go with the fun part and put some pretty things on it. Now, I've cut these out. I've done these, but for the front here, show you those bits. For here, on this one, I did Just Because I Think You're Amazing. Very cool. I'm glad you like it. So it would be hard to really decorate here on these. So you can make that with your sentiments. So then what we're going to do is we'll put a belly band on, and we'll actually put decoration on the belly band. And if you don't want to do that, you can just put a piece of ribbon around it to hold it flat. So now, so that's the card done. We'll put that over to the side so I don't do anything with it. And we're going to start. I have got some bits and pieces here that I stamped. So, but I want to start with, so this is our new packaging. I know everybody's probably seen it by now. So, Just Because, this is our Petals of Beauty dies. So, Just Because. Got the wrong way around. So that one goes in there. Now you've got two justs. One of them's got a little thing in that cuts out the middle of the Y, but I like this one better. So like that. And you've got 3 sentiment dies in this, which is really great. When you want a sentiment die, but you're pushing to find it. So let's do that now. What colour, what do we want to do? If we go letters, these ones, in our melon mambo. Okay. I did it. So if I do those into in the melon mambo, so I could either do the, I could do them in black, or I could do them in, oh, is it, Kim? It's a nice set. It's, I've just started playing with it. Last night was the first time I played with it. And this is what I played with last night. But see that, the big one kept going all motley. And I cleaned it and I cleaned it. I don't know why it does that, whether the stamp's too juicy on it, I'm not sure. It's still a bit like that now. But it'll have to be done. Have to do. So what do you think we should do our second layer in? Any? Okay, lovely. Thank you, Lynn, for dropping in. You have a good day. Enjoy your day. So we do that in melon mambo. Now I could do it in black. I could do it in cream, the same as our mats. Have a look in my big box what I've got. We could do silver underneath it. How about that? Oh, right. Is that what it is? It's too inky. So how about the silver? I think that should look quite nice with the silver. What do you reckon? Or I could go gold. I do have some new gold now. I don't think I've got any gold in my big box. Nice, you like that with the silver? Let's cut these out first. So we'll cut. Ooh, look at that. We can just get them on. Don't want to spill my coffee. Yeah, so I'm going to go back through again. I thought I might be able to get it back through, but no. I lost my dot. There's my dot. I don't want to lose the dot, do we? That in the rubbish. Yeah, so if anybody gets an email to join a Stampin' Up class in your area, I would do it. I had a really good time once I settled down. As I say, it was a bit daunting going in by myself, but once I got in and sat talking to people, It was good. And as I said, they're thinking of starting these all over the world. So Queensland is the trial. No, definitely not, Tanya. Can't lose the dot. Okay, we'll just put that down for a minute and we'll decide what other sentiment we're going to put on it. So let's get our just because I thought I'd lost it then. So where will we have a dot? On the J, I suppose. I didn't look. So we're going to put that on there like that. So I'm going to get a little bit of glue. Not done. No, haven't started. So I just give the grandchildren money. They can go and shop them for what they want. And then just move it up. Here's our because. Oh, there it is. Thought I'd lost me dot then. Oh, you're good, Marlene. I haven't even thought of it. But as I said, I give the kids money, so they probably get money from other sides of the family too. So then make them go and buy something decent. when they get older, it's so expensive for what they like. Mind you, I suppose we were the same when we were kids. Now I've got my dot. Just put a tiny dot there. And put it down there. So we've got those two done. Now we want a sentiment. So on the Words of Beauty stamp set, you have all this. So you have just because I love you, just because you're a great friend, just because it's your birthday. So they all come in just because. Yeah, I agree, Jill. I've been doing it since they all hit the teenage years because it just gets, you know, if you ask them what they want, they come out with something really expensive. So, just as easy to give them some money and then, you know, they can go and get what they want. It is ridiculous. I agree with you, Marlene. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, the pricing of postage is absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it is, Kim. It's really the way, rather than trying to buy them something that they don't want. So, where should we go? Just because you're sweet? Because you're sweet? We don't want anything too big because we've only got a little box here. See? So I just will go up here. Because we'll go on here and we have to do it in a slanted because it won't fit in otherwise. Or you get them to take pictures of things they want. Yeah, I'm the same, Jill. I do the same. So just because, what do we want? So it's got to be something that fits on here. And it depends what you put, who you're sending it to, doesn't it? Because it's your birthday, but see, that's, oh, you might get it. Yeah, you could do that. You just put it on an angle like because. So we used it's your birthday. Do you think that's a good one? Or you're a great friend? Shall we go to the birthday one? So we'll get a block. And I'm going to use, no, I'm not going to use Secret C. I'm going to use Memento because we've got a lot on that paper, and we need a white piece of paper to print our greeting on, don't we? Here's my little bits of paper. We're going to have to smash it. Yeah, it's all right when they're little, isn't it? And you don't have to worry so much as what you get them. Now, can I get this in the middle? There we go. Put this away. I'll get our long, thin die for sentiments, and that just fits nicely in there. We'll cut that out. It's always nice to have these sentiment dies. They seem to be putting more in them, more of them in the sets now. All right, let's put this part of the card together. So I'm actually going to pop that up, I think. I didn't do it on this one, I stuck it down. But I think I'm going to just pop it up. See, I didn't get my dot there on that one. So I know I had some I need a big area where I can set stuff out instead of putting stuff on top of each other. Because I know I had some dimensionals. I'll use these bits. I got some little ones here, but I have a packet of open ones too. This is taken to sleeping in my walking robe under the underneath the shelving part because it's dark and it's cool. Him and Bear seem to be getting a bit closer, which is good. Hi, car. Yeah, I do that with the Visa ones when I give them. I either give them cash or a Visa card. Visa card, I was going to say. So we've got just because so I haven't pressed that one down yet. You just went through that. You always end up with an odd amount left that you can never get to spend because it's only like a matter of cents. So you imagine all those cents that they people don't use on them. Now see, we can go over here because when you close it, it's not going to do any damage. It's your birthday. You know, that'll be coming up soon, Gillian. Gillian and I share the same birthday. She's 7 years younger than me, but born on the 6th of February as well. Don't know how they managed that. Must have been a fluke. She does. I haven't checked yet to see. Oh, 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 oh. Naughty, naughty. You don't want them all down there. Because that's not thinking. Yeah, this nail polish, so absolutely pathetic. It keeps coming off. Because it's your birthday. She's the 23rd of December. Yeah, you were my present. So that's what we've got so far. So you can fold that over and it's not going to damage because you've got this much room on either side. Funny, this is right. It's true. She was my birthday present. And if I remember rightly, my brother Brian and myself were watching cartoons, and Nurse Totty came down and told us that we had a new sister. And did we want to see her? And we said no, we're watching the cartoons. So this can go on here like this, and then we'll fold it and glue it. But first I want to do this. Okay. So yeah, it was quite funny. And it was one of those presents you can't return. So I've done just some bits and pieces here. So we just quickly cut these out. I got the leaves cut out. So it would have been funny if we'd told Nurse Totty to send her back. Okay, so we want this big one. It comes up too fast. Just be careful too when you take your tape off. I think I only did 2 of those, and I did 3 of the little ones. They should give us 2 dies of these, then we could cut them quicker. Shoe. Now where did that go? I dropped it. Ah, there it is. We have grey liner, so when you drop your dye on it, it's just harder to see because it's the same colour. One more flower to cut out. Now I've just got a couple of leaves. Alright, we got that. Now we just that's this one. One more. I can't believe I had it all cut out, ready to go. It still takes time. I think I'm going to have to empty my waste bucket. Oh, here's our pieces. And of course I got some glitter. You have to have glitter. Probably won't need all these, but I would like to be prepared. And we could put another one down there. I don't know whether I like these leaves. Yeah. As long as he makes it. step called as the cooking. Alright, I'm going to put this belly band around now. And I don't want it totally tight. I want to have a tiny bit of room in there so that we can slip it up and down. And you could put tearing tape on this too if you wanted. So, oops. Make sure they're straight. All right. Then we're going to put this in the middle, like that. So I'll just keep my finger on that at the moment. Well, that's a good one, Sue. See you later, Kim. Enjoy your dinner. So I'm putting those points on here so that they line up with. And see, we've got a bit of room to move it up and down. We can take that off just for a minute. Yeah. And put our gold ones. My goodness, Susan. So I'm going to put those across like that. So probably from the middle here. And I'll put the other one there like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with these big flowers, I'm just going to give them a bit of shaping. Just to give them that 3D look. And one there like that. And the other one will go on that side. So I'm going to put these up on dimensionals. Get this other corner piece here. I'm going to put this, it's got like a little point on it. Flirty Flamingo. And I did it, both of them in the same. So and when I did the dark part, and then I stamped off on the lighter part. So it's Flirty Flamingo on both of them. So the outside was full strength, and then the inside, the second layer, I stamped off and did it again. Now just thinking, we can put these in the middle. What do you think? We can put them like that. That gives it a bit of depth, doesn't it? You're welcome, Marlene. How's the ankle going? How much more have you got to have your moon boots on? So I think we'll do that. So see, I've got that big one there. I'm putting this big one here so that it goes in the middle there. And I'm going to do the same with this one. So I'm just going to put that one so it flicks out down there. I wanted to go out for a bit more. That was. See how that gives. Oh wow, fantastic! That's wonderful news, Tanya. That's great. So will he come home in an ambulance, or will you have to go and pick him up? As soon as it's a 2-hour drive. That's awesome news. It would be. It would have been a very stressful time for the family. I was going to put that one under there like that. I'll do another one later and I'll put it at the bottom. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'll do another one when I go off. I don't think I like these. I don't think they'll be, not on this one anyway. And let's put that at the bottom. No, I don't like it. Now we want some gems. No, that's not gems, that's cards. Sorry, this is taking a bit longer than what I thought. So, we've got our druids. I think these ones were melon though. Sunny day iridescent dots. Oh, we could put those. I wish they'd put the names on them. So we got number 1, which our druids is. Number 2 is strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. The leaves were was old olive for the dark, that one, and then I did the centre with early espresso. So, but I don't like them. I wanted the veins to stand out, but I think it's just too dark. I think I might have to stamp it off and then do it again. So 1, 2, or 3. Which dots do you reckon we should use? Which gems? And I will find some Winkestella while you're thinking about it. You like the combo of that? Yeah, it's good. Is it the combo with the leaves or the flower thing? You're going to put some Winkestella on our flowers. Number 3. It does make it a bit different, Tanya, but I thought it might have been a little too dark. Oops, I've lost me. I'll put a dimension on it and see if it sticks any better. That's probably better. Stella just makes all the difference to it, doesn't it? So, number 3. Oh, I've got 2 packs of them. Might have to do another trip up, Gillian, so I can get rid of some stuff. Number 1. Woo! Come back. So I'm putting these big ones in the middle. I could have used the amber ones too, would have been. Which one's the amber or the pink? Tanya was the first with them. So do you think the amber or the pink? Number 1, the Druzy's my favourite. And we could, what are these? Oh, they are melon mambo. Pumpkin pie and summer splash. The pink. And I'll put that little one on there. Okie dokie. Whoops.
Come back.
I did that and it all went, I picked the lid up and it had some inside of it. Just trying to use these bits up out of my, oh, it's built. Can't waste Stella, can we? Okay. So there's our card. So it is a gatefold pop-up card. So that's what our card looks like. Let's see down your boxes. You could put more decoration on that if you wish. And then it folds down. And there's your belly band. Okay, I'll come up the top. Okay, so there we go. Took a bit longer than what I expected. So there's our card. Turned out quite well. It's quite an easy card to do. It's probably cutting the bits and pieces all up would be the longest part. So thank you, ladies. Thank you very much for staying and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If there's anybody out there that like my content, can you please share, ring the notification bell and give me a thumbs up? Both Facebook and YouTube like that done. Very elegant. Oh, thank you, Sue. Very pretty. Thank you, Tanya, Marlene. So have a great day. If you're travelling on the roads, please be careful. The silly season is coming early, and with these storms we've been having, it's quite dangerous out there. So please take care, and I'll be here at 10:30 tomorrow again. So have a fantastic day. Keep cool, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.